Here's what's making news around Indiana, brought to you by the Indiana Association of Realtors, Indiana's 21,000 realtors, the neighbors you know, the experts you can count on.
Well, the ties between Purdue University and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Indy 500, are many and very significant. From the Purdue All-American Marching Band to the technology that fuels these race cars, the Purdue presence here at Indianapolis, very big. Mary Rachel Redmond has more now from West Lafayette. Mary Rachel.
The Purdue University band parades down the straightaway bricks with almost 200,000 race fans looking on.
Purdue is part of the fabric of the Indianapolis 500.
It all started in 1919. The Purdue All-American Marching Band paving the way as the first band to play as part of race day ceremonies. And over a century later, the tradition continues.
My students who were selected to play in the Back Home Again in Indiana band consider it to be one of the greatest honors they can be afforded as a Purdue band member. There's, of course, accompanying some of the great artists singing Back Home Again in Indiana and God Bless America and America the Beautiful and the Star-Spangled Banner.
When Jim Nabors first came to Indianapolis in 1972, he thought he was singing the Star-Spangled Banner.
When he came to Indianapolis the first time, he thought he was actually going to sing the Star-Spangled Banner. And it wasn't until he arrived that he found out that he was singing Back Home Again in Indiana. And he said he didn't know the words to Back Home Again, so he wrote them on the palm of his hand, and as he performed, he was singing and looking at his hand. So that's one of the most fun stories.
Back home again in Indiana.
I think our hearts just skip an extra beat every time we hear him sing Back Home Again in Indiana.
Drivers, start your engines.
But Purdue's ties to the track don't end with the band. Over the years, Purdue sent hundreds of engineers to the Indy 500, and a lot of those engineers got their start in a go-kart just like this right here on campus. In Purdue's own big race, the annual Grand Prix, also dubbed the greatest spectacle in college racing, a tradition that started all the way back in 1958. And that engineering tradition has spurred some of the greatest minds in racing. Meet Angela Ashmore, a Boilermaker and the first female IndyCar crew member to win it all last year when Marcus Ericsson took the checkered flag.
The education is second to none. It's a great engineering school. Coming out of Purdue, when you have that on a resume, there's not really a question about where your skill set is.
What's your favorite part of the job?
I love race day, honestly. You win publicly and you also fail publicly, but I just like starting the day on even terms with, let's say, 30 other cars.
Ashmore's goal for this May?
To repeat, yeah.
Buddy, you just won the Indy 500.
Mary Rachel Redmond, Inside Indiana Business.